the gay male community in particular can be very focused on physicality, on our bodies and how they look, and very focused on sex, oftentimes as a form of validation. How would you talk about that in contrast to what it means to be embodied? About the body versus embodied, and how do you see that?
If we think about embodied as combining your mind, your body, and also your spirit or your soul or whatever version of that you want to connect with, I think it's about like actually being fully present. And so many of us, I mean, this is certainly my experience. This is a personal journey that I am still on.
Mm,
Do I always have embodied sex? No. I mean, there's certainly times where I use sex as a way to relieve stress or whatever, right? And that's not bad. I don't want to like pathologize any type of sex. But are we also able to have the ability to actually have fully embodied sex? And I think that that's something a lot of people in our community are longing for.
Longing for yes, but how would somebody even know what the difference is? If I've spent my entire adolescence and then into adulthood just with physical sex, I don't know what embodied sex is. I don't even know if there's another way to have sex.
I actually don't think that outside of the yogic, shamanic, and embodiment world that I've ever even heard that term. So if we're thinking about our queer community and how we try to bring it to them, like how do we bring it when I don't think it's a part, it certainly hasn't been a part of the conversation that I've overheard.
It is not pervasive, and it's not what we see in pornography. It is not what we're, even in romantic comedies, right? The queer romantic comedies that are out there, that's not usually the kind of sex that's depicted. And so I think people usually are starting to long for it when they're having sex that ends up feeling unfulfilled. They end up feeling unfulfilled, or they have a sexual experience and they feel shame or regret or remorse afterwards, or there's some kind of negative experience connected with sex. And then people start maybe opening up their eyes a little bit and saying, I want something different here.